So today we're gonna go over Chong and Razor, for two reasons. One, Chong is the Razor killer. What does that mean? I'll explain in a second. The other reason I want to get this out is because supposedly the next banner in like 4 days, we're gonna have Zhongli, the new 5-star Geo spear character, and then Xingyan. If I butchered that name, I always butcher all of them. The fire chick with the claymore. But in the same banner, supposedly we're gonna get Chongyun, my boy, who I've been playing with since pretty much launch, and Razor. So for those of you that have been around since the beginning, Razor was in the weekly shop for the Star Glitter Exchange. He was up here. So some of us from the beginning were able to pick up Razor pretty early on. I know a lot of people also have Razor through the wishes. Not a lot of people have Chong. Chong hasn't been featured. He hasn't been in the shop. So if you've gotten Chong, it's been completely RNG. And to my knowledge, not a lot of us spend our wishes in the general category. So he hasn't really been in here. You can get other characters in these banners. Trust me. I keep getting 5 stars that are not featured. I have 4 days left to get Child. I don't think it's going to happen. Anyways, so when I was doing my testing, if you've seen any of my previous videos where I go through and test and see how all the stats work, like the artifact stats and how it affects your character, I used Chong. Because Chong has a skill where he hits the ground, and now anything inside of here is cryo damage. You'll notice that my blade is blue instead of... We have to give it a second. Blue. Wait. Yellow. Now it's normal damage. Okay. So it converts your damage to cryo damage. Chongyun strikes the ground with his greatsword, causing a cryo explosion in a circular AoE in front of him that deals cryo damage. After a short delay, the cold air created by the cryo explosion will coalesce into a Chonghua frost field, within which all damage done through normal, charged, and plunging attacks by sword, greatsword, and polearm, so not catalysts or bows, wielding characters will be converted to cryo damage. This lasts for 10 seconds, it has a 15-second cooldown, and for 2.4 seconds when you leave the field, it'll persist. Now these are different numbers, probably because I have it leveled up. Yeah, so it's a smaller duration at level 1. Regardless, it persists for a little bit. But why does Chong hate Razor? Ice and Electro, or Cryo, sorry, Cryo terminology. Cryo and Electro are highly recommended. Superconducts, I know a lot of people say they do damage. It does damage. Watch your screen and the life bars when you do it. Yes, it's not as strong as Overload. I get it. But it also puts a debuff on them where they take increased damage for a small duration after you hit them with a superconduct. It's super powerful. Super powerful. So then why would you not run Chong with Razor? Razor can leash out his skill, which is Electro, like every 5 seconds. And then you're standing inside here doing cryo damage, popping Electro superconducts. Sounds perfect. Perfect. Well, when it converts your cryo damage, you lose out on something. Okay, so I had to move locations because the guy I was attacking had resistances. But basic attack 132, 132, 132, right? 132, but now it's cryo. Okay, now we're on Razor with the same weapon. 137. 137. We'll apply cryo. 119. 119. 119. But why? But why? Razor. By the way, both characters are naked. No artifacts, nothing affecting anything. They're literally both just using a level 1 Greatsword. The Waster Greatsword. Come in here, we'll look at Chong's stats. He's got a standard attack, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Nothing, all zeros, right? Razor has built-in physical damage. As you level him up, his physical damage increases. So as long as you're running Razor, you are losing damage. There's another thing we can do. All right, let's go back into Chong. We're going to switch weapons to a weapon that has built-in physical damage. Now, we're going to have to be careful, though. On hit, normal or charged attacks increase attack by 10% for 6 seconds. Okay? So we're going to have to slow down our attacks. Otherwise, the numbers will increase, right? Hey, buddy.
Right.
All right. So maybe it's not just Razor. He hits for 317. I'm an attack buff. Make sure it's 317. 317, okay? Again, 317. Go for the debuff or the buff to go away. Now, let's say it's not a big deal. You're like, oh, it's just a couple. Remember, I'm using little weapons. When you're using big numbers, it's a bigger drop off of damage. So let's go ahead and run. We'll run a level 20 physical damage cup. Okay? And then we'll put on the physical damage sword. Okay? Razor now has 101.8% physical damage buff. Hey. Psst. Come here. Come here. Alright, it's for 494. Gotta wait. 244. That's crit. Oh, and plus we had the buff. Yeah, 244. 244. Now, food for thought. If you're running martial artist, and I've got proof of this in a previous artifact video. I think it's the Artifact 101 video. It goes over how all these stats work and what gets affected by it. This right here increases normal attack and charged attack damage. And then after using a skill, it also increases normal attack and charged attack damage by 25%, 15%, total of 40%. That's a flat 40% increase. So if you're doing 100 damage per swing, you pop a skill, you're at 40% increase, you're doing 140. Got proof of that in a previous video. This also applies to when you're standing inside the circle. It's only physical damage that disappears and gets negated when you have damage converted to cryo. The normal attack will work. Same thing with the gladiator. If the wielder of this artifact set uses a sword, claymore, or polearm, it increases the normal attack damage by 35%. So you're not going to get penalized for running gladiator. It's when you put a physical damage cup on and you're running Razor. If there's any other characters in the game that have physical damage, I don't think there is. I don't have them all, so I don't know. But yeah, physical damage is a no-no with Chong. It sucks because it seems like the perfect combo. Perfect combo. Chong, Razor. Electro, Cryo. Superconducts. Constantly. Just food for thought. Food for thought. Side note, if you're still here, side note. Bennett seems to be kind of a favorite now. When it game first launched, everybody thought Bennett was dookie. Bennett is amazing. And he was also in the Star Glitter shop last time. Recently. If you're a whale and you just spend money and you don't pay attention. Why pay attention when you can just buy everything? C6. If I, in the long run, ever get enough Bennetts to unlock C6, currently I'm on the fence. Because C6 will then convert your damage to pyro damage when you're standing inside of his circle. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, his burst, his alt, his Q He slams the ground, making a circle aura on the ground. It either heals you or buffs you, but while you're standing on it, the C6 constellation, Cryo and Electro is a super good combo. So for those of you that are free to play or that haven't spent a bunch of money yet or haven't gotten lucky with a bunch of stuff, Kaya is a good option. His burst has a circular cryo aura that follows you around. You could be doing Electro, Cryoing, Electro, super conducts. Okay. Yeah, I don't care if it's good or bad. I don't care if the cooldown is bad. It's an option. The other option, in the current banner, we have Diona. Her skill is almost always available after you do a couple attacks. So you can constantly be putting Cryo on. Besides, you're not going to be switching out of Razor very often anyways, especially when you get your burst rolling. So, Kiki is another good option. That's a 5-star. Most people probably don't have her. But Chong is not an option. And I know I have one guy, and there's probably more of you that are going to be like, oh, well, you stay on Chong until the circle expires, or you run out of the circles to switch to Razor. That is an option. It's a lot of work. If you're building Razor as your main DPS and Chong is more of a support, why do you want to spend 12 seconds on the field as Chong when you could be on Razor? It's a lot of work. You could pop the ice, run out of the circle for a couple seconds, and then switch. That's feasible too. But not all the enemies chase you. So yes, Chong could be used, worst case scenario, but it is just that, worst case scenario. Anyways, a lot of this stuff we do on stream. We talk about it all the time. I test a lot of this stuff on stream. I test it off stream. I've got spreadsheets. If you're ever curious about anything, you can always shoot me a question down in the comments. You can hit me up on my Discord. You can pop into chat is the best way to do it. Usually when things come up, if I don't have time to test it, I make a list of things that I want to go look at. Sometimes I don't have the right artifacts to necessarily test things accurately. So if you're curious about something, let me know. I'm more than willing to test things out. I love doing it. I love running around, checking things out. I've got a couple more videos I'm working on regarding this kind of stuff, like elements, how they work, durations, resistances on enemies, what they do, reactions. I'm working on an elemental mastery video coming out soon so we can see exactly how it works. Spoiler, food for thought if you're brand new or if you have been around and you haven't paid attention to see how the mechanics of the game work. Elemental mastery only applies to the person causing the reaction or causing the combo effect. You apply an element, and then whatever character puts the second element on that causes the reaction, that's when elemental mastery takes place. Elemental mastery has nothing to do with your elements. The more you know. Speaking of streaming, I stream daily over on Twitch at twitch.tv/SlyGumbi between the late night hours of 8 p.m., usually till about 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's West Coast United States. I got a Twitter. You can follow me there at SlyGumbi for news, updates, goofiness, retweets, whatever. Or you can contact me there too. Discord, mentioned that. Got a Discord. Links to lots of this stuff is down below in the description. I have video links so you don't have to go searching. I have playlists set up for Genshin so you don't have to go searching. And there's some cool links down there too. There's a wish generator. If you want to just go ham and wish your heart's content away without spending real money or affecting your actual game, it's down there. You're on the shitter and you want to pop a couple wishes just for fun, go for it. Link below. Interactive maps, links below. Databases, links below. Spreadsheets, links below. Getting the hint? Got lots of stuff, lots of info. Anyways, enough of that. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.